Okay,
Thanks for
you're
doing
good
that.
now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this stuff that we're doing right now, it's very just very similar to what we were doing before.
Yeah.
So and then you know what, now using that little Excel spreadsheet thing, you can get everything right on it if you make sure you plug in all the answers.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot. But did you look at by chance, did you look at the TA's video from YouTube, how she showed to do?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, I looked at that and I just got confused.
No, I haven't looked at hers.
Yeah. I mean, if I got it, it would probably be very, very helpful, but I just
I
didn't get it. Well, I mean, I know she did there was parentheses, so she pressed a parentheses, and pressed the multiplication, and then closed the parentheses off, and I was like, oh wow, that was good, helpful, but I just didn't get it. So anyway, okay, so here we go. Number 1 and 2.
True.
2 is false. 1 is false. Try to throw you there.
Symbols for population and proportion is which of the following?
I'm going to say that's the P, the one on the bottom, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, because the true population proportion is the P, right?
Yeah.
And the P hat is estimates the P.
Yeah.
Does that sound right? Okay. All right, so we'll go with that. Okay. The requirements for constructing a confidential interval are satisfied.
They are satisfied?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The requirements for conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied.
That makes you think, doesn't it? Let's see. Well, I'm going to double check real quick on that one. Because what we need to do a hypothesis test is we need to have the level of significance. Is that on there? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just throw out on a limb here and just say, yeah, why not?
Yeah, because if not, we know which one it is.
Exactly. We're no dummies. Okay. A study of the first-degree murder trial was conducted in. Did I tell you that I was on a murder trial once?
No.
Yeah. This guy killed this other gang member in cold blood, and I was on the trial.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for 3 weeks. It was crazy.
That is long.
And I was juror number 6, and I was smack dab right, like there's the bad guy right there, and I was right here, and he'd stare at me like, oh.
And you'd be like, ah!
I would look him down too, because someone told me, you just stare him in the eyes, Tammy, because in that way they'll know you know what they look like if you ever had to describe them again. I thought, I don't think this guy cares.
He's going to be in jail for a long time.
Well, he was 20 years old.
What?
Yeah.
He's my age?
Young boy. And these two gangs were, they were scuffle with each other. Well, the one gang member guy, he came with his other gang friend, and they all have these names, and yeah, they all have these gang names. And so this one guy just went to a party with this girl that he met. She happens to be affiliated with this gang. And I sat there, and the whole jury was all women and one man. Seriously. And so and it was black. They were black people. And there was one black person on the jury, one black lady. And it was crazy. But it was crazy. But the guy, I was just sitting there, it was really quiet, and I said, isn't that crazy? This one man lost his life. This one guy lost his life because he was on the wrong blade of grass. Because that's basically what it is. You were in our territory, I'm going to kill you.
You were in our territory, I'm gonna hurt you, kind of thing.
I'm gonna kill you. Killed him, point blank. And then they killed him. And then not only that, the guy and the girl they came with, they tried to get him in the car. And then they went around to the car and were beating him up in the car after they already shot the guy.
Oh my gosh.
It got from bad to worse. And they showed us pictures. And
you're just like, oh, I'm done.
I know. And I go, wait. I'm Mormon. I do rated G. This is not my.
I don't need to see this.
Yeah, this is way out. This is PG-13, and I'm not. This is rated R, and I'm not interested. But I don't have to serve on the jury for another, I think, 2 or 3 years. They won't call me back. So
I've sent my stuff. I'm just waiting for it to get back, but I don't want to do it.
It is very fascinating, but it's unnerving. I mean, I couldn't say a thing to my husband. I would just come home and I'd be like curled up in a ball because it's just scary, and I can't say anything about what it was. So it was scary. Okay, so that was off topic. All right, so number 6. Okay, so out of these 45 of the defendants were found guilty, 60 people. So 60 is the sample size, so it's 45 divided by 60, right?
Uh-huh.
So 0.75. That's how you find that p-hat thing, right?
0.75. I think so.
A random sample of 60 people on trial for first-degree murder was taken. Of these, 45 of the defendants were found guilty. So that's 75%. For sure. I don't like it when it says round to 3 decimals. It always bothers me.
Me too.
Why are you trying to trick us?
Determine margin of error for the 95 confidence interval.
Oh, okay. So this is where we can pull up our little fandy dandy thingy.
Yeah.
So 45 and then 60 and then
95% confidence interval.
Okay, but wait a second. So what's the null though?
Does
it matter on that?
I don't know.
I'm going to change the null and see what it changes. It changes the z, but doesn't change anything else. So
we're just doing the margin of error for this 95 confidence interval.
So the 95. Hang on a second, really quick. I want to see something too. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Let me see this. Yep, it's good. It doesn't change anything if I move the confidence thing around or the null.
No.
Yeah. So 0.640.
640. It's 640. Oh my gosh.
And then 0.860.
And put the lower bound and upper bound?
Well, wait a second, because this wants us to determine the margin of error.
Yeah, this is the 95 confidence interval.
Okay, so.
And then we need the lower bound and the upper bound.
Okay, so the lower bound for this is 0.640. So we can put that in, plug that in. 0.640. For sure, that's right. And then 0.860 is the upper bound. 0.860. Okay, now finding the margin of error. Okay, now I just wrote those formulas down. The margin of error. Don't you worry about a thing. You can reduce the margin of error, increase it. Okay, because there's a formula for that. So if we don't have a prior estimate, then that's defined in. This came through me for a loop the last time we went to the margin of error thing. I think that was in one of our things. Let me check here. Okay. So how we figure that, the margin of error is 1.96.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that little formula. So it's 1.96, and then the p hat.
Mm-hmm.
So what did we say our p hat was?
0.75.
0.75. Okay, and then one takeaway 0.75, right?
I think so.
And then it's 60, right? Is that how many?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me get my little calculator out.
Well, it says the thing above number 7 says for the true proportion of the first degree murder trials in this state, the verdict is guilty.
Okay.
So does that mean the 45 or the 60?
That will help us with probably finding our p-value.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me do this and see if we get it right. So one takeaway 0.75 equals 0.25 times 0.75 equals that divided by 60 equals that. So 0.05590, 0.0590, and that's times 1.96. 0.11564 is what I have.
So to the third decimal place.
So 0.1156, 116. Does that seem right? Yeah. Determine the margin of error for 95% confidence interval based on this data. So that's what I did. I'm going to do it one more time, just in case. One take away 175 equals 25 times 0.75 equals divided by 60, right?
I believe.
And then square it all. 1.0169. Okay. Then you take that 1.96 times 0.0559016, etc. Yeah. Okay. Now this is giving me a different number.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I plugged in more numbers. So just supposedly when you do plug in more numbers, that's what the video said from the TA. Do you plug in as much numbers and it makes it even more. So but now I have 0 or 0.1095. So what does that make it? 1, 2. I'm gonna do it one more. 1 take away point. We know it's 25, so 0.25 times 0.75 equals that. Divided by 60 equals that. Then square that. Okay, and then I take that number times 1.96. Okay, so I have 0.1095.
10.
Yeah. So
we rounded the third.
Yeah. So what you do is we take the 9, that makes that a 1, right? So 0.110.
Yeah.
Okay. 0.110. Okay. Okay, I did it 5 times. It's funny. Right.
Hope it's right.
Yeah.
If you increase the sample size from 60 to 80, what do you expect to happen to the width of the confidence interval?
And I wrote this down because I wanted to. So if we increase the sample size. All right. All right. You can reduce the margin of error by increasing the sample size. You can obtain a desired margin of error. So you can reduce the margin of error by increasing the sample size. Okay. So if we increase the sample size from 60, what do you expect to happen to the width of the confidence interval? It will okay, so as sample size increases, the interval decreases.
Decreases.
Put that down. Okay.
Ugh.
I'm sure that's right. 10 is right. I'll state my reputation on it. I don't have one, but it's okay. Okay, so conduct a hypothesis for one proportion. Two requirements must be met. Suppose that P 1/2. What's the smallest? N. Okay, so this one on the test threw me for a loop. 4/5 did not know on 16. So I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so this one we know the N. Where is the N? Okay, so we have, what's the smallest the N can be? Now do you want
Ew, we have two of these. You have to do. Yeah, there's another one underneath it.
Yuck.
Yuck. Oh, dang it.
So small N. P is 1/2. So 1/2 we know is 0.5, don't we? So in order to find this out, we have to take the Z, and then we have to take the margin of error and divide that and then square it. Is our margin of error, what did we say it was? It's
0.110, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Z score.
Is that the 95 confidence interval, though? Margin of error for, is that the right one for the 95 confidence interval?
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
Two requirements to conduct a hypothesis for one proportion. Two requirements must be met. Suppose P equals 1/2. What's the smallest N can be, and both requirements still be met? Okay, so you can okay, let me see something real quick. Don't you worry about a thing. Okay. So 1/10. One half. Okay. Okay. So the Z score, it's a 95, so it's got to be 1.96, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we figured that, and then we're just going to use that margin of error is the 0 thing, right? 1.96 divided by 0.110 Do you push equals and then you square it in your calculator? 1.96.
I don't know.
Then you just, because do you push equals or do you just go ahead and square it? Because if you square it, it's different than you push equals and then square.
Yeah.
1.96 divided by 0.0 equals squared. Square. Boom. So when I square it, it's 317.4876. So let's say 318.
And then now it's 1/10
Now 1/10
is 12.
Okay, so 1 divided by 10 is what? 1.1. Okay, let's do it the same way. 1.96 divided by, is it too easy? Is this too easy?
I feel like it is, but we'll see if it's too easy.
Okay, 384, so 385. We'll see if we bombed it totally. I just did what the, they have those formulas, and if I plug it in, and because we know what the
yeah.
thing is. Okay, time out.
I guess we'll know if we're wrong.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that the one half is that this? Do we know? Okay, wait a second. Do we know? We know the value of p because it's 1/2 and it's one thing. So this is not. It's not done yet. Parameter for p is used. So 2n. Okay, so we do know the value of p. So the thing keeps going. So that's the answer for the first one. Then it says p, 1 takeaway p. Do you times all that? Hold on a second. Where's lesson 17? They have a thing for n. Okay, so how do they figure that for n? Yeah, you do. You do. You times it all. Okay, so let me do that. Let me do that. So we have the number 16. Okay. Now we take back to it. Okay, so p was 1/5, and then so 1, 2. So 0.25. Getting test anxiety. I want to get this right. 1.96. Okay. And the m is 0.11, right?
Yes. I believe so.
Okay, we did that right. Okay, hold on. We're going to get this right. Rachel, we're going to get this right. 10. Okay, and then p is 0.110, and then it's 1 takeaway 0.110, and you take these two numbers and then you times them, and that's where you get the 1. Okay, so here we go. 1.96 divided by 0.110 equals squared. Okay, it's 3714876. Okay, 1. This is why my kids don't like me to help them with their homework. Because I go, Mom, stop! It's the right answer. Just stop it. Times 0.29. times 317.4876. Does it want us to round in this question?
It doesn't say.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll plug in, but see, now it's giving me a completely different thing. If I take this answer and I times it by this answer, I get 31. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see which one is right. But this is the way it's showing us to do on the thing, because we know what the p-value is.
Yeah.
So this equals, so that should be see, this is this one shows 30.79. Okay, that one's on the whoa. No, I totally messed up. Okay, time out, girl. Hang on, stay with me. Stay with me. Okay, so this is 2.25. All right, hold on. I think I'm getting there. I'm having a breakthrough. Okay, I got 79.37. Yes. Okay, so make number 11 80. Okay. 11 is going to be 80. Now let me calculate the next. That's going to be the same. Right. Okay, then it's 1/10. So what's 1/10 again? 1 divided by 10 is 0.1, right? So 1 take away 0.1 equals 0.9. 0.9 times 0.1 equal 0.9. So you take 317.4876 and you times it by 0.9, you get 28.5, so 29.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm scared, but we'll see. Okay, here we go.
The conditions for conducting a hypothesis test are satisfied.
Yes.
Yes. What is p-hat? Lovely.
What's p-hat? Okay, p-hat is just, it's taking the 38 divided by 80. That's how we get p-hat. So 38 divided by 80 equals 0.475. So that's 47.5%, so 0.475. Now the test statistic for this. Okay, we can do this now. We can plug all this stuff in.
Good.
Giving us all of our information that we need. So the N is 80.
Mm-hmm.
The X is 38. Confidence levels will say 95, right? And the null,
yeah.
What's our null? 0.6?
I can't remember.
Yeah, 0.06, and then P is less than. So our test is negative 2.282. Negative 2.282.
Me too. And then the p-value?
P-value is 0.011.
0.011.
And
then what is the decision for this?
Okay.
Reject or fail to reject.
Okay, so if it's 0.11, then the p-value is less than, so we reject
the null.
Reject the null. And when we reject, we say there is sufficient evidence to conclude. That's why you say that. So it is definitely sufficient. When we reject the null, we have.
It has decreased or has not decreased, though.
Okay, so what's our question? The question goes back to here. Water for about 60% of the macro invertebrate water quality indicators have historically been associated with good health. The researchers suspect that the water quality in the area has decreased. So and we're rejecting that. We're saying that it has, we have sufficient evidence.
So the second one
has not decreased, yes.
Okay, do you want me to submit it?
I'll submit it. You always submit it. So.
It's not a big.
Okay, hold on a second. Did we do 15? Did I?
Yes, 15, we did.
17? Okay, I just didn't save them. Okay, let me go to submit.
Yeah, -2.22.
Okay, saving the page. Submit quiz. If we get 100%, I will drive to whatchamacallit and take you to lunch. 84%. Okay, so number 18 has got to be number 4. Because I'm serious, it says the p-value is less, so we reject the null. We have sufficient evidence to say, to conclude the water quality in the area has decreased. Does that make sense?
So it's the fourth one? Yeah.
Yeah, let me look that over again, though. Okay, we missed that one. We missed 11 and 12.
11 and 12.
And the rest we got right.
Or 80 and 29.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we overthought that one. We should go back to what we had. So 318. And what was the other one? Was it 384?
I don't remember, 3 something. 3.
I know we'll have to redo it. So 0.5. So the P is 0.5. Let's go here. Did we get the margin of error thing right? Where is that one? Oh, so proud of us for that, because that one always throws me for a loop. Okay, so
these are the only 3 we got wrong?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, check us out. We're smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is if you know the value of P. Mostly we never know the value of P. Okay, but they're giving us the value of P on these things on 12 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
So to connect on the 1 question, 2 requirements must be met. So, all right, let's see. We never did it tell us to download the applet on this thing? Yeah, it does right here, doesn't it?
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many stupid.
Yeah.
Where?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's question number, like right under number 2 to do the probability applet.
Or normal probability.
Yeah.
If needed. Here's a link.
Okay. Okay, so question 1 portion. P is half, equals half. This is smallest for n, so okay. p-value is less, we reject the null. We don't reject the null, we have insufficient. Okay, so we just have to read that different. Okay, so let's go back to the end section. Okay, so that p is definitely.
Did you decide what 12 was?
Yeah, no, I didn't yet. I'm missing something here. You saw these papers? What's her name had all of her, she had all of her laundry. And this is stacks and stacks of music.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in charge of a huge steak fireside thing. And yeah, with barbershop music and orchestra music and I can't find it. So let's see here. Okay, I'm just going to recalculate then. I'm just going to recalculate. Okay, so n equals 1.96 divided by, and we definitely know it's 0.110, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the margin of error for this confidence interval. And it keeps going with the same question, right? Okay, so then we're going to square that. And then we're going to times it by 1/2. 1 take away 1/2. And then those get times together. That's supposedly how we're supposed to figure this out. So 1.96 divided by 0.110 equals, and then you square it, 317.4876. Okay. Okay. So 317.4876 times 0.25 equals, gave me 80. So do you want to just plug in that 318?
That's what the 11 is. So I remember that was 11.
Okay.
A little bit more. That's all I remember. 3.
And then the other one. Okay, hold on. 318. Okay, and then I'll do the other one. So 1 divided by 10 is one thing. Okay, so 1.96. You square it all. 0.22. Yeah, how did I get that? I was like, it was 3 something, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. $334? I can't remember. 330 something.
I'll write it down. And that was 3 something. But I don't know that that's right, though. I don't even know how I got that. So let's go. Okay. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's see. All right, hold on one quick second. Because we have the answer for P. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could find my homework. because this is my preparation thing. I can't find my homework. I did homework 17 already.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do it today.
So I did homework for 7. I can't find it, but it would help me. I know it would, because those problems were on there, and I was like, I gotta understand this thing. So okay, where are you? Let's see. Well, I'm doing a wedding too. Here's Mendelson. And
Oh my goodness.
a wedding, and this one's for Young Women in Excellence.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. My husband said, "Oh my gosh, I don't even want to mess with your music." I said, "No, please don't, baby." I gotta have this. I've got to first off practice it. My one daughter plays the cello and the other one plays the violin.
Uh-huh.
And so they get asked to do quite a few things. And I play the piano, and they both sing. I don't know where the heck that thing is. I finished it last night. All right. Well,
Let's try 334 because I knew it wasn't. I'll try it. Whatever.
okay.
I'll see if we're even right. Anywhere close. Mm-hmm. 11 and 12 are still wrong.
Yeah. But we got 18 right, huh?
Yeah.
So you put number 4 on 18, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Suppose, okay, 2 requirements must be met. What's the smallest n can be? And both requirements still met. So suppose that p equals 1/2. What's the smallest n can be? And both requirements still be met. Because they have the formula for n, and I'm plugging in the numbers, and it's not coming out. So. Because it's z, which is 1.96, and divided by the m.110, which is our margin of error, unless our margin of error is wrong. And then you're supposed to times that by 0.5, and then 1 take away 0.5. And then you're supposed to times those 2 numbers together, and you square that. So when I squared it, it went to 317.4867. But then when you times it by that, it takes the number down to 80. 0.96 divided by 0.10.
Are we sure we are supposed to round with these?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Round up if it's not a whole number.
Okay.
For sure. That I put in like big letters and underlined. So so when I do that, so it's okay. So I'm just gonna try to do it one more time. Divided by 0.10 equals 17.3. Now I'm going to square that, and it goes to 317. Okay, and then I times that by
317 or 318?
318. Did you put 317?
No, I did 318.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be because you round up. And it
Yeah.
takes me to 80. That one takes me to 80. And the other one takes me to 29.
Yeah, and I did that. You did that before.
Yeah, they're both wrong. So what's the smallest? I remember watching a video. So I just don't know. Took a look at you have two requirements that must be met. Okay. P is that. What's the smallest n? We're trying to solve for n. That can be both requirements still be met. Because see, with 80, both requirements are still met, and with 30, both requirements are still met. 29 is 30, right? We'd assume.
Then we put 29 though.
Well, I mean, it's 28 point. It's close enough.
Yeah.
And then you have to do the n p hat is got to be greater than 10. You know.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. The requirements are the sample is simple random, and the thing. So.
Morgan.
Yep. Help. Where's Morgan?
Morgan. I'm coming.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah. We're struggling with one.
We love you, Morgan. We love you, Morgan.
We can't get these ones. Where are those ones? Suppose P equals 1/2. So with this one, you're putting them into those equations. It's like NP is greater than or equal to 10, and N times 1 minus P is greater than or equal to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just like solving for what N could be. So you would have like, so it's half, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you would do 10 divided by 0.5 is 20. So your answer is 20. Our answer is 20 for the half.
And how did we get that?
So, do you remember those equations, like the requirement equations?
Yeah.
So like NP is greater than or equal to 10, and then N times 1 minus P is greater than or equal to 10.
Yes.
So basically, you're just putting like 1/2 into those equations and solving for N.
Okay.
So it'd be like 10 divided by P, and then 10 divided by 1 minus P.
Oh.
And then whichever one's the highest number is technically your smallest N value. Wait. Yeah, it is 20.
So number 11 is 20.
Yeah.
And then number 12, you would do.
So you would do 0.1.
Right.
So 10 divided by 0.1 is 100. But then you'd also do 10 divided by 0.9, because 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9.
Right.
You got 11.11. So 100 is your bigger number, so that would be your answer. 100. Mm-hmm. On this one. I can't remember.
You want me to go through them with you, Rachel? Do you have them ready?
I have them almost already.
Morgan, thank you. We love you.
You're welcome. Are you still dying? It's just this leg.
One leg?
Just
Mine
one.
is both my legs.
It's just one.
I cannot walk.
I was like looking at like treatments of muscles. Like stretch it out, warm up. Well, that's too late.
We're already past that.
Hydration.
Epsom salt. Ice bath, which I don't want to ice bath.
Okay, with correct
With
form.
what ice? With correct form.
I heat up later in the day. A heating pad. Reach for pineapples.
Reach for pineapples.
I don't know. Use your sore muscles. I am using them, but it hurts more.
Ice during recovery. Indulge in some self-massage. That would hurt so bad.
I would cry. Okay, we got 100.
Okay. So one more time. You want one? So it says NP hat is greater than 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing was 1/2. So we take 1/2, we plug it into the P.
So you just divide 10 divided by 1/2.
10 by 1/2, which is 0.5.
Yeah. 10 divided by 0.5 equals 20. And then you do 10 divided by 0.1 and it'd be 100.
Okay. Oh, okay. So see, in one of the problems, it was 4/5. How do you do that one?
Yeah. So 4/5 is
80.
4.4 divided by 5 is 0.8. So 10 divided by 0.8. So that'd be 12.5.
See, I put that in my answer and it was wrong.
I don't know.
Oh.
Or 10 divided by 0.2. No, I don't know. I have no idea yet.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, still good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so then I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, and did you talk to the lady about
She never